Welcome to this session of Van and Sheridan's Video Legal Pad. Today we're going to be talking about contract terms that you probably want to have in your contract. We get calls all the time about whether or not they should have certain terms in their contracts. And one of the things that we suggest that most of our clients do is have provisions for finance charges as well as attorney's fees in case for some reason the contract does not work out and all the parties do what they say they're going to do. A couple of those provisions, one is for finance charges. If you have a term provision in your contract regarding payment as to when that payment is supposed to be made, if for some reason you're not paid within that time period, you probably would be wanting to earn some kind of finance charges on the money you've expended already for providing the service to your customer. What we would suggest is that in North Carolina there's a specific statute. It's North Carolina General Statutes 24-5, and what that provision calls for or provides is that you may earn your contract rate of interest throughout the time period of the contract when the money becomes due, but as well until it is paid. So for example, a lot of times it may be 1.5% per month. You could earn 1.5% per month until that amount is paid, even if you had to sue your client, your customer, to get payment. Otherwise, what happens is the courts interpret that to be 8% from the time they issue a judgment. That is when the court says, yes, you win and you should be paid finance charges, then it's 8%. So the difference is 18.5% APR versus 8%. So it's pretty easy to do the math. That's one. The other provision we suggest is having an attorney's fees provision in your contract that calls for reasonable attorney's fees to be collected. Now, what that means is the courts have interpreted that to being 15% of the principal due and owing under the contract is what the courts will likely award as reasonable attorney's fees. It may not be dollar for dollar for what you're spending, but it certainly helps soften the cushion some. Those are just a couple of contract provisions that we always encourage our clients to use. If you have any questions, we hope you'll give us a call and hope you enjoyed this session of Van and Sheridan's Video Legal Pad.